Hello, everybody. We are back with Fire Emblem Three Houses. Kind of a little off-centered here. Alright. That is the other Black Eagles playthrough that I've been doing with the Church of Saros, or Resistance Army. But this one, we are going to be heading towards Crimson Flower. And as you can kind of tell, I've been doing the other three on my own time, so I'm gonna kind of start and end with the Black Eagles one. I know it's gonna be it's the first one that I started since picking up the game on release day, and now it's gonna be the last one that I'm gonna end up finishing. Go figure. Alright, we're actually kind of almost at the turning point for that particular dealio. Because last time we were streaming, our good old main character Daddy-O just kicked the bucket. Because, you think with as far reaching as the Church of Saros is, they don't really screen all their coming and going all that well. I mean, it's like between the professor, a rogue professor, a librarian, and now a student. It's like, seems like anyone could just get in here. Alright, but let's check to see if anyone's up for some certifications. No. Okay, I think only Ferdinand reached the advanced one so far. Yeah, everyone else is kind of hidden around the close to level 20 round, but not really. And of course, I'm overpowered as heck. Oh yeah, I didn't even do support conversations last time because I was on my way to get some dinner. So let's take care of that.
Hey there, Hubie. I've been thinking about our conversation the other day, and I've just got to know, do you really love Adi?
If it's one or the other, I suppose it would be closer to love than to hate. Why?
I knew it! That's why you work so hard for Adi. Oh, Hubie, I finally get you. You're just another servant suffering from unrequited love for their mistress.
You completely misunderstand unrequited love. Do I really look like the kind of drooling simpleton to have that kind of motivation?
No.
I'd like to say yes, but I know you just argue. Fine, Hubie. Tell me your situation.
My situation is simple. I am walking a path.
Oh, do go on.
Everyone has a path in life. Lady Edelgard has shown me mine. It is just beside her own. So we walk together side by side. We stride ever forward, yielding to nothing and to no one.
So, you're sharing the same dream?
Bluntly, yes. But it's more than just a shared dream. I have many feelings toward Lady Edelgard. Gratitude, respect, awe, empathy, trust, hope.
Okay. I was teasing you, but I gotta say I'm just a little bit jealous of you and Adi. That you're able to embrace these feelings and stride forward along the same path. You're lucky, Hubie. I don't know if I'll ever get the chance to experience anything so utterly operatic.
Why not?
Because I figure the best quality in a partner would be that they make me happy. And loving another is really about wanting to be loved. I'm pretty sure that's different from how things are with you and Adi.
Well, at least you're getting on the same page. Okay, Hubert and Petra.
Looking out toward Bridget, are you?
Yes. There are some times I cannot stop my thoughts from going home. It will be much time before I return. Bridget feels far away.
It is quite a long way. To say nothing of the sea that lies between here and there. Being unable to return must further add to the distance in your mind.
It is as you say. When I return to Bridget, I will be the new queen. I am wishing to help relations with the Empire.
I believe you will be successful. You may not be Lady Edelgard's equal, but you are resourceful enough to make an excellent queen. And unlike Lady Edelgard, you will not be forced to harden your heart.
Not Edelgard's equal. Is that what you are saying?
Understand that I mean no disrespect by this. But it is a fact that you are far beneath her. Make no mistake about what would happen if you were to raise your banner in revolt against her.
Dang, Hubert.
She would crush you mercilessly.
That is not a difference of equality. It is a difference of power.
Even if our homelands were on equal footing, Lady Edelgard would still prevail.
I can see the difference between me and Lady Edelgard, but that has no matter. I would never lose.
How amusing. For your sake, you had better hope you are right.
Not really the kind of person who is tactful, are you?
Dorothea, I want to be asking you a question.
Oh, please do.
Why have you come to Garreg Mach? Is your
Okay,
goal
see, funny
different from the
enough, when
rest?
I was actually just on my Resistance Army playthrough with
Yes,
these
I
two
suppose.
in the B support, they were actually in their post-time time skip appearances.
When I enrolled in the officers academy,
So it's kind of struck a little bit of a different tone,
I wanted to secure my future, and
even though
the
they were
idea
having the
was
exact
to
same
marry money.
conversation.
Ever since, I've been dating different, terribly well-to-do men, searching for a good one. So far, there's been no reason for a second date.
Marrying money? That is not sounding like a good idea. Money would be a bad husband.
As literal as she's taking
Pretty
this.
But you treat me well. I have so much gratitude. Why do you show me such friendliness when I am not money?
Oh, no, Petra. This isn't like that. I like spending time with friends.
Even though she's taking it very literally, it's like, that's not
It's wonderful being
bad
friends
advice.
with you, and I hope we can stay close for a long time to come.
Yes, I have that hope too. But I have also been thinking of who is good for me.
Oh, I see.
And still I am thinking we should be friends.
Oh, I know why. Because we're both trouble for Imperial nobility.
Yes, we both have troubles.
Feels nice, doesn't it? Knowing that together we can irritate that many people. Since we've already got a lot in common, let's get to know each other better, shall we?
Aww. Meanwhile, I'm down in dumps. My dad is dead! It's like, that is just the look of someone who is just done. Oh yeah, what paralogs do I have left? Okay, I have 3 left. I have an Ocean View with Set and Flame. I have Oil and Water with Animate and Manuela, and I have a Cursed Relic with Yuri and Constance. And this one in particular, I remember being very annoying, so I am gonna not do that one right away, even though all of them I gotta do by next month. Okay, so let us explore. Let's just go back to this because things are going to be happening pretty real soon.
If you must weep, then weep. I shall be here for you. Well, it would be ridiculous to not feel anything after something like that. Go on and let it out. I am here.
Do you have time for a request?
Hello.
I've sung lyrics lamenting death many times on stage, but when something like this happens in real life, I'm lost. But I do know this much. Sir Gerald must have been very proud to have you as his child.
I have lots of lost items.
That is that. Should I have held back?
Hey, why is Sylvain part of this? He's the last person that knows anything about proper conduct.
You gotta keep. That's how I got through. If you need help with anything.
Lost items.
Oh. Good to see you, Professor. I was just on my.
I'm not even close to me. I mean, sure, that's enough. Whatever happens. What's this?
Well,
Oh, is something hiding just behind that book? That ring! Ah, he said he wished for. He also said that.
You've lost some. Manuela and I. We can't do all. I've always seen you're a very.
Sorry if I'm kind of skipping through some of the dialogue here. It's just this is the fourth time I'm seeing this.
I'm not.
So, and I'm just kind of focused on
I'm not.
just getting rid of all of these items.
I have something. It's about the weapon that killed Gerald. It was a dagger. But I know it wasn't made of iron, or who could make a blade like that? No, that's... Wherever...
Professor, I know how heavily grief weighs upon one's heart. I lost my mother. Forgive me my moment of weakness. Just know that I am This is not...
First Tomas, and now both Tomas and... It was reported that when Monica... As if, perhaps, thinking of it like that, how they managed such a...
Magic.
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yes, this is... I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Alrighty.
Hey, you.
Sorry, I know this is very riveting right now, but I guess this is how I'm coping with the recent loss. It's like, I have all this stuff that belongs to people that I just have filling up space. Let me just see who it belongs to so I can just clear the crap out already. They say cleaning is a good way to set your mind at ease.
What the?
Okay, Hubert is apparently somewhere around here.
Hey, you.
Oh, here's Flame.
You have lost your father now more than ever. Do I, Professor? If there is anything at all...
I've never been much for... How
I
about
could
a little?
tell.
The knights have spread out, thus the monastery's fight. Perhaps that was the enemy's real... Yes, that... Unfortunate.
Anything else that sounds like it belongs?
Yes, that is mine.
Huh.
Unfortunate.
Okay.
Hey!
People keep losing their stuff.
Oh, goddess, here when the cold rain wash, receive them into your... That's a morning scripture from the... I pray that Gerald... I don't know... Hey...
Okay.
Excuse me.
Not just Tomas, but we can't be sure who to... Who are these people?
I know, good question.
Huh? I'm really flattered. Not just we can't. Who are you?
I'm sure I can get a lot of these lost items taken care of around here. If I could just stop finding them all over the place. People, keep track of your stuff.
Dark expression. It seems this month will be a quiet one around.
Most of the nights are...
Isn't that a bit much?
What do you think, Professor? I agree. We can send some nights out. That's my... That's mine.
There is no one here who has not heard tale. I do not know what the enemy's aim was. If there is anything I can do to ensure that justice is brought swiftly. Ah!
Professor, she really loved. I'll say a prayer. There's not much. What's this? Yes. Oh, excuse. I'll say there's not much. What's this?
There is no. I do not. If there is. It would. It's a shame I am not.
Okie dokie. Howdy, Claude.
I haven't lost a parent yet, so, but even while you're standing still, the world...
Alright, already talked to everyone here. Who do I have a support conversation with now? Okay, there's... Well, Edelgard, Linhard, and Caspar. Then there's also Sedith and Cyril. No one at the entrance hall, no one at the marketplace.
Hey!
I heard Gerald. I knew him long. He was always so...
Hey! How about a favor?
I keep finding these lost items all over the place.
Professor, I'm sure you will pull through this because we don't know the nature of our enemies. If we Yes, I agree. What?
sure you...
Yes, I'm actually...
Oh yeah, I think I have something at Dorothea's.
I've but once, but surgery. I'm sorry. How did you know? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay, so I talked to everyone here. Still trying to find Linhardt and Bernadetta. I know I probably have a thing or two of Linhardt's. Where the heck are you? Well, there's Bernadetta.
Professor? It's the least I can do. Anyway. I've been looking.
I slipped quietly into the vault and rummaged about, looking for anything we might find useful. There is a group of people who want to kill us, after all. What? This is no time for asking permission. I learned long ago that one can ask permission or for... Still, it appears the knights have already taken everything useful. There you go again with that stern... Oh! That's not my... Oh!
Okay, got Ingrid and Leonie.
No.
Captain Gerald's gone. He's gone. And we'd only... I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sure this is even harder on you. Someone... Oh, that's mine! Hey, I hope we can... I know I'm in a different...
Hello there.
Maybe.
It is a shame. I am sorry. Leave some flowers on it.
One, two, three. Fill up some water.
Hello there.
Professor.
Okay, Sadov wishes to speak with me.
Ah, there you are. I apologize for calling you in so suddenly. Please, sit. There is a matter I would like to discuss with you.
Yeah, this is another way to
but it is my responsibility
activate
to aid
support
the
conversations
Archbishop
if you walk into a certain spot with the speech bubble.
Spiritual instruction, ceremony oversight, donation management, all of the church's many administrative tasks. I oversee not only the priesthood, but also the Knights of Seros and the Officers' Academy.
Dang,
the
you got a
Archbishop
lot on your
entrusts a
plate.
great deal to my discretion. and I am honored by her confidence. Even when she must make decisions herself, she often seeks my counsel in advance. And yet, your appointment to a teaching position at the Officers' Academy was a complete surprise to me.
Yeah, it was a surprise to me
but
too.
you have also been entrusted with the Sword of the Creator. I was as surprised as anyone else to learn that. Frankly, I am just not sure how to handle you. I am the Archbishop's right hand, and yet when it comes to you, I have been told almost nothing. Not quite. I do find you to be a trustworthy individual, but my subjective opinion is not enough. I have a duty to be cautious. Should the Archbishop's trust in you prove to be misplaced, it is the faithful who will suffer most.
I mean, he's got a point there.
First, I would like to know just how much you know about yourself. You are the child of Gerald Eisner, correct? That's quite a vague reply for such a basic question. In the future, I would advise you to answer such queries with confidence. As the former captain of the Knights of Seros, Gerald was renowned throughout Fodlan. If you really are his child, then no one would voice any complaint about you joining the Knights. How long has it been since you became a mercenary? Given your youth, that hardly seems likely. Come to think of it, I have never asked your age. Just how old are you exactly? Your face says it all. You truly don't know, do you? Just what was Gerald thinking, raising you this way? Given your responses thus far, I feel as though any further questions would just be a waste of our time. However, permit me to make one thing clear. Whatever her reasons, the Archbishop has placed great faith in you. Do not betray that trust. That is all.
Well, given that the kind of route I'm playing, that's not really gonna end all that well.
I'm so sorry. I never quite know what to say at times like these. Just don't push yourself too hard too soon. It's okay to allow yourself to be sad right now. Losing someone dear to you, well, each loss is unique, but it's a feeling I know very well. That said, Professor, Yes. Hi, Professor. I've actually got...
Alright, time to go into the dining hall.
Professor, I'm so happy to see you. You're finally returning to your old self. To see the light in your eyes again is a gift. It inspires me to carry on as you know, the Knights are searching furiously for any trace of the enemies who escaped. I'll inform you immediately.
Well, I mean, still kind of coping.
A lost item. How did you know this was mine? How did you know this was mine?
What else is around the area? Okay, there's Ferdinand, Petra, Mercedes, and Annette.
Professor, please lend us your ears. Ferdinand is saying impossible.
I do not see. All I said was that if you want, you are the Empire's guest. So to someone close to us has turned up dead.
You were already told. I am learning here, from the Academy. I am not returning to home until I have...
No, look, I did not...
I have... This is not... Professor.
I do not... All I... You are someone... No. Oh. Oh.
I'm so glad you're okay, Professor. Oh, Professor! We were thinking that if you were to eat something sweet, it might... Baking sweets is my...
thought we were thinking... Oh, that! Huh?
Okay, I've already talked to everyone here. I mean, really, the only one with long hair would be Dorothea.
I've saw but
If it
Sir
doesn't...
Gerald. How did you...
Okay. Okay, we're almost done with finding all the lost items and crap.
I'm scared. How could something like that happen to Gerald? You're inspired. Oh! Oh, that... Oh, that... Ah, Professor. I'd like to learn more about...
First to both, it was as if thinking how they managed. I'm sorry to say.
Try to get it down to one page.
Well... Right. I wonder... Wherever... No? No?
Manuel, we can't. I've always. You're a very. I.
You have locked now, Professor. If there is...
Ooh, no, I didn't want to do that. I actually wanted to go to Abyss. I know, I literally spent the first hour just trying to trying to find people to return lost items to. I know, what a riveting stream this is.
What's that?
need something, see you again soon.
Professor?
Hey, pal. I see you're up and at 'em again, yeah? Good on you.
Balthus, have some sense.
That poor deer can hear you. Remember, the first thing. Hey, pal.
Balthus.
That poor... Remember.
I can't be expected to.
Where's Happy?
Hey, it seems like you're. I know that this is pain. Someday you'll be able to accept what's happened. Whoa.
Alrighty, took care of pretty much most of that, so let's just... We're gonna have 4 battles in particular to worry about. 3 of them paralogs and 1 of them a quest. But we'll have like 3 weeks to... 3 game weeks to worry about that. Alright, let's actually spend some activity points and get things down to business. Spice Festival. Okay, now I haven't recruited everyone yet, so let's see. Okay, there's Balthus and Miri are the only ones that... like, everyone else has been full, so... Let's see. Let's opt for Leonie and... Yoni and Annette.
I'm great. Eating alone is not.
Okay, let's actually raise some motivation up. Sweet bun. Let us cook, Mercedes.
I enjoy baking. I see. Cooking is much more exciting.
Okay, I'd say good sauna trip will do us all good. Who's with me? some faculty training.
Excuse me. Professor, I know. Forgive me. Just know that.
Practice you.
Alright, that one. Free time. Okay, who do I have? I have Petra. Skywatch. Before we go into that, let's... Okay, so how are we gonna go about this? You're a dancer.
Thanks for...
I could do. I could do. My.
I've still got. Rings back. Rings back. Rings back.
Thanks. I'm a quick...
I did pretty well today. I.
Okay, let us begin the lecture.
Got a sec? Is that so? Hey there, Professor.
Okay, Hanneman would like to speak with me.
Ah, Professor.
More
Always a
Crest
pleasure to see you.
talk.
I wonder, might you have a moment to chat? Come now. You have no need to be on guard. I'd never cause you harm.
I don't know,
You're
my dad
far
just
too
died last
valuable a
month. I think I
specimen,
have every right to be on
too
guard.
valuable a member of the Academy staff. Indeed, the further my Crest research progresses, the closer you come to learning the truth of your heritage. When I learned you bore the lost crest, the very crest of flames itself, I set about learning everything I could about your past.
I did not sign a release
What was
on
the origin
that.
of your bloodline? How have the events of your life been shaped by your lineage? I became somewhat obsessed, I must admit.
Yeah, really.
I promised you no harm, remember? I merely reached out to mercenaries whom you've worked with to understand your life before the Academy. Of course, I also contacted your father's old mercenary crew. Quite an interesting lot they are. It was difficult work, since I could not speak with Gerald himself. I am quite sorry for your loss. By all accounts, your father was a good man. I'm excited to share with you what I learned, but I do ask that you correct me if I am mistaken on any account. The story begins with Gerald serving as captain of the Knights.
Now, mind him, he, you know.
There was a woman at the
Oh, okay,
monastery
maybe the main
Gerald was
character
quite
isn't entirely aware.
It obvious this mystery woman was your mother. Alas, that cannot be the case. The timing is all wrong. As it was told to me, the woman in question passed away shortly before Gerald left the monastery. Yet your birth occurred sometime later, while Gerald was taking work as a mercenary. This, of course, presumes your age is accurately reported. If you were born sooner, well, the story would be quite different, would it not? It is intriguing, though, yes? Why is your age so difficult to pin down? For example, Gerald never once spoke of his time serving as captain of the Knights. That's quite a secret to keep for all those years. In the end, your old acquaintances had little definitive to say about either of you. However, they all agreed on one thing. Your father and yourself were a strong pair.
Yeah, I'm surprised we had a mercenary band following us, but I guess everyone... I guess everyone's got to get paid somehow.
Know you as the Ashen Demon. They say you would destroy your enemies without a hint of emotion on your face. The mercenaries I spoke to revered you as a living legend of sorts. So, that is what I learned. And I admit, it is barely more than I knew before. The next step in my research is to ask your blood for answers, and hope that it is more forthcoming than your past acquaintances.
Cyril would like to speak with me.
Aha! Found you! You're always nosing around places, aren't you, Professor? Can be real hard to find you sometimes. No worrying about it. I just wanted to talk to you about a thing today. Do you remember how Lady Rhea asked you to come to the office this evening? Well, she told me that I should come to let you know that today's a bad day for doing that, and you should go and see her tomorrow instead. That's pretty much everything I needed to say, I think. Oh, except to ask you if you've seen Sedith around anywhere. Okay, I'm supposed to tell Sedith the thing Lady Rhea told me to tell you, but he's hard to find. No, it's alright, thanks. But if you see him, then please find me and tell me where you saw him, okay? Because then I'll know where he is and I can tell him.
I think it'd be easier if I just relay the message over there, Cyril.
I'll be in the stables if you need me. Gotta put out the fodder before it's the next kid's shift. Don't want her thinking I left my work for her to do. Oh, but if I'm not in the stables and you need to find me, I'll be at the forest up north, because there's a bunch of logs lying around up there. I figure I ought to chop them up, or else someone might trip on a log, or we might run out of firewood. And if I chop, then it'll save other people time. If it looks like I'm done there, then the quarters need to be swept. So if you see Sedith and you need to find me, then I might be there.
Can I help you with anything?
This is my job. I'm not giving it to anyone else because it's mine and I'm gonna do it. Besides, if you help me out, Lady Rhea might give me an earful. I don't know why, but Lady Rhea sure does seem to like you. She's always worried about what you might be doing or not doing. Oh yeah, not that it's any of my business. Anyways, Lady Rhea asked me to do some jobs, so I'm doing them all. Even some she didn't ask for, but I know
Yeah, Cyril's the kind of person who's like, if you want something done right, best to do it yourself.
And remember, if you
he
see
just
Sedith
does
around,
everything.
Come find me and tell me where you saw him, yeah? Huh? But I just told you where I'd be. If I'm not in the stables, I'll be at the forest. If I'm not, oh, I see. You're right, I'm all over the place, huh? I don't want to waste your time, Professor, so if you see Sedith, how about you tell him I was looking for him, and then tell him all the places I'll be? Then he can spend his time looking for me instead of you. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. A real good plan. Let's do that. See you later, Professor.
But it's not like I'm gonna be able to remember all of that.
We must be very well. You should. We have.
I won't forget all I've learned.
Enlightening.
I finally.
It is still far from it.
I learn with my heart.
Alright. Saint Sarah's Day is today.
Singing is nice, isn't it?
The only thing is, I'd prefer to do it without an audience.
It is so much fun to sing with others.
It is Rhea's birthday. Let's have a tea party.
I'm pleased to have been invited. I am grateful.
Yeah, this was actually added in later because... yeah, you only had the option to give her flowers. Oh.
Yes. Of course. Of course.
Okay, I did better than I did last time.
How quickly this delightful time has passed. However, we must return to our work.
Okay. Still need to spar with Happy, Constance, and Flame. Okay, this is the right one. Alright, so... Actually, now would probably be a good time to kind of go over goals. Let's see, reason and horses. Let's see, kind of want... I'm already doing good at authority. So let's go for reason and flying, brawling and faith, sword and faith, sword and bow. Yeah, you're already kind of doing good in that. Let's see, Shamir. You can keep the same, keep the same, keep the same, keep the same, keep the same. Just kind of, yeah, sort of reason. Bernadetta, let's do bow and riding. Doing good there. Faith and authority. Oh, you're already doing good at both lance and so. Axe and heavy armor. Reason and 40. And you're already kind of doing good with axe and authority, so there we go. Save that. Alright, battle time. So let's get a good warm-up going with the crew. And then we'll do one of the paralogs. But yeah, it's like in this, right now in this file, Ferdinand's the only one who's in an advanced class, which I guess kind of makes sense given the fact that, you know, this was my very first one, so I don't have all the new New Game Plus stuff, which I did for both Golden Deer and Resistant Army playthrough. Okay, who needs to be leveled up? Let's focus on the 17 and 19s right now. Not 17 and 18s, I mean. 18, you're 19, you're 17. 17. 19, 19. Oh wait, no, 18. Okay, that works out. Let's have an adjutant for Flame. Yeah, Casper can get stuff.
Well,
Replenish battalions. Yeah,
is that the one? Thanks a bunch.
That's gonna need to be patched up.
Thanks a bunch. Is that the... Thanks a bunch. Is that the... Thanks a bunch. Is that the... Thanks a bunch. Is that... Thanks a bunch. Is that... Thanks a bunch.
It's doing pretty good on that front. Doing pretty good with all those too, so...
Is that the one? Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Is that the... Thanks a bunch. Come back.
Okay, let's kind of clear up the inventory a little bit. I'll keep all the iron stuff. Do we have steel gauntlets? Oh, but Caspar has those. You have a steel sword, so you don't really need that. Yeah, that works. Alright, how's the map laid out? Alright, there we go. No one here, and no one there. Alright, time to fight.
As you wish. How humiliating.
Alright.
Is it...
My turn?
I'd rather be napping.
Let us away.
Let's take them out.
Sure thing.
Stay focused. Each battle, a chance to grow.
And even without New Game Plus, I'm kind of overpowered.
Aye, aye.
Let me at him.
The sun.
I owe ya.
And I didn't even enjoy it.
You chose poorly. You also chose poorly.
Huh. Victory.
Heart's level 20 now.
If only my...
Good assist.
I mean, I don't want to steal all the XP, but hey.
Should I have held back?
At least you're no coward.
Alright, level 19 for Balthus. Gives me a chance to back up for a bit. I'm already level 26.
I'm grateful.
Better accept it. Who's next?
Take over for me?
I read you like a book.
Alright.
I'm on.
You worked hard for nothing.
Alright, and Hebert's level 19.
This is harder than it.
Perhaps. Alright. Okay. Let's do oil.
My thank you so much.
It's raining, Professor. On rainy days, the wound I got from the Death Knight hurts like fire. Every time it aches, I get angry. You understand, yeah? I'm sure they had their reasons to kidnap Flame, but still.
Yeah,
did
they
really
had
need
their
to
reasons.
stab me?
That's kind of a very
What'd I have
light
to
way
do
to
with it?
put it.
They ruined my beautiful porcelain skin. Worse, they took off before I could stab them back. So rude.
That's rather enough, Manuela. Cease your moaning and give the professor a break.
Oh, stuff it, Hanneman. Unlike you, the professor has a big heart and listens to me talk about any problem I have.
More likely, your incessant ramblings offer no chance to interrupt.
Is that true, Professor? I knew it! You listen to me because you care about me, don't you? Ugh, go away, Hanneman. Leave us alone. And stop making me shout. It causes the old wound to hurt again.
Then perhaps you'd best stay quiet. Keep your emotions in check, I'd say.
Don't worry, Professor. We do this all the time.
Indeed, Manuela and I do not mix well. Been true for
Like
years.
oil and water, you may say.
That said, if it were up to me, I would prefer speaking to her in a calmer manner.
It's not like I enjoy bickering with you, so maybe keep your mouth shut more often.
Oof.
I state that which needs to be heard. For example...
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it.
Same. Apologies. I am here because I have new information on the Death Knight's hiding place.
What? Really? You could have started with that.
Several students have reported possible sightings on the
One of
western
my light
edge of the
bulbs just
sealed
went out.
forest. While the authenticity of these reports has yet to be verified, it is still a very real possibility. I was thinking I would report this to Senate as a precaution.
What? Why? We can't be slow. He's going to get away.
Protocol on this matter requires reporting to Senate, then Lady Rhea, then...
Professor, let's leave this old geezer behind and get going.
Old geezer? I am barely 15 years your senior. I will not hear such...
Stop talking. Let's gather a team and get going. I'll go scout ahead. I'm coming for you, Death Knight.
Manuela, wait. It would not do to get yourself killed without someone to avenge you.
Probably should have just held her back. The Amiibo Gazebo. Yeah. Oh, this is how you do the battle music. Okay. Well, in any case, yeah, we only have that and, yeah, Momolas, so... Units, we only can assign 7 and an adjutant. Great! Neat, indeed. So 17, 18... everybody else is... So we'll just have... And we'll assign one here to Rumboa.
Well...
Replenish the battalion guild.
Come back!
Save. And fight. Defeat the commander.
Manuela's in a tough spot, Professor. Even if she's only got herself to blame, we cannot abandon her.
Just gotta add that little bit in.
We have plenty of visitors today. Let's stop their annoying rescue attempt.
Now that is a woman.
Uh-oh. They've noticed me. Here they come.
Stay focused.
Let the lesson begin.
Bam!
You fought well.
Achoo! Excuse me.
My turn.
To work.
And
Sleep in the dirt.
Sure thing.
Let us away.
The sun. Appreciate it.
alright. And, well... Mawala's kinda
Let's take them out.
stuck there. So, let's just silence the mage.
More pop?
Okay.
Practice?
Here they come. Kiss me. I was gonna say, that hit me with a 35% chance hit rate, I'd be kinda mad. Only kinda, because I have been hit with less. And down you go.
Should have studied harder.
I was kind of hoping that did something.
Silenced.
And I can move forward.
Why, thank you.
And of course...
What a bunch of meddlesome losers. Maybe we should take a hostage for leverage. Capture that woman. We'll show them what the Death God gang's made of.
Well, that's an edgy name for a gang.
Death God Gang? What kind of childish nonsense? Where's the Death Knight?
Great, now they're finally catching up to her.
Face it, I'm better than you.
Nice work, Yuri.
Luck is on. As expected.
I really gotta make my way up there now. After I got a bow.
We are the Death God gang. We're all unstoppable.
Yeah.
Predictable.
We must...
Manuela.
A few scrapes and bruises, but...
See, it's like after you do New Game Plus, you get like a bunch of these battalions. It's like, can't keep track of all of them.
How could anyone think that was the Death Knight? It was
You
obviously
did.
just an ordinary bandit.
Manuela, you unthinking fool.
Okay,
Hanneman,
yeah,
I've heard enough
I kind of
already.
agree with Hanneman this once.
How bloody stupid are you? If that were the real Death Knight, you'd have new, likely fatal wounds to match your first. Do you know how much you worried all of us? You should be ashamed.
No.
Exactly. You are supposed to set an example for our students, yet you let emotion get the better of you?
You're right. So there, I said that. It's true, but... I'm sorry. I'll apologize to everyone later.
I should say I'm sorry as well. I see you act so irrationally and I lose my wits. I care about you a great deal and wish to see you safe. Will you believe me?
Yes, of course. I'm the same way after all. I let my emotions get the best of me. We're both too old to be shouting all the time. You're awfully quick to put a bow on this. Are you sick of us already, Professor?
You're part of this, Professor. We are the only teachers this academy has. No need for bickering.
But we're the largest academy.
Well
How
said,
are
Hannah.
we the only
Would you care
teachers?
to join me for a celebratory drink?
That sounds lovely. Perhaps a nice cup of tea is in order.
Instruct manually. Okay, who needs instruction?
You're quite.
Alrighty, there's that. Oh, Linhart can be reclassed. Let's see. Ferdinand, it's gonna take a while for you to get to that level of heavy armor I need for you. So, might as well start on that now. We got Hubert over here.
Perhaps.
You are. You're.
Okay, gotta train up one more person. There we go. Begin lecture.
Friend.
Flame would like to speak with me.
It has been a while since we last spoke, Professor. Spare me a moment again, will you not?
Sure.
You recall how you helped me and allowed me to join your class, yes? I have learned a great many things since then. Indeed, I have truly grown so much. This personal growth is due in large part to you, and I wish to express my gratitude, sincerely. Excuse me? Are you implying that I am still naive? I will have you know that I have made many friends and am constantly learning new things. Why, when I go to the market alone, I even haggle. You must be familiar with the delicate art of haggling, in which one negotiates a lower
Delicate art of
asking price for an
haggling.
That is the type of knowledge common only to those as mature as myself. Who? Me?
Yes.
Have you not asked this once before? It is a bit rude to ask repeatedly, you know.
I think you asked me.
Is that so? Well, it seems we have something in common, since I do not know your age either. Come now. There is nothing to be gained from focusing so heavily on age. Touching on a previous discussion, I think I have learned more about you. I mentioned how you possess an air of mystery. I compared you to any old sea, but I have come to realize you are more like a particular sea. one I have seen before. When I was quite small, my mother would take me out to play in the sea. She was an excellent fisher, my mother. I grew to love fish deeply because of her. Well, you see, fish are... Oh, I was talking about the sea, was I not? Anyhow, I sense that, like the sea, your depths are seemingly impenetrable. Yet, despite your unknowable depths, there is something familiar about you. It's as if we have met somewhere, long, long ago. No, I do not think so. It is all quite strange, really. I wonder if we might be distant relatives. No, that cannot be it either. After all, if we were related, that would mean... Though considering all that Rhea has done, it is not entirely outside the realm of possibility. Oh, apologies. Just muttering to myself. It is nothing. Mutterings aside, I mean to say that you do not feel like a stranger to me. For whatever reason, I feel deeply connected to you. And for this, I am glad.
Alright, time to see how Happy's doing.
Well, look who it is. How are you, Chatterbox? Gotten the hang of the whole teaching thing yet? That makes sense. Certainly strut around here like someone who belongs. You seem like one of those people who blends in. I could see you just about anywhere and think, oh, that person's here. Makes sense. I wasn't paying you some sort of compliment. To me, it doesn't matter whether or not you believe in the goddess. You're here supporting the church, and that makes you no different from the others. I can't stand that.
I mean, I was kind of thrown into this teaching job, if we were to be perfectly honest.
You betrayed me, or at any rate, horribly mistreated me. So I'm not a huge fan, but keep that to yourself.
Well, then you're gonna like the path that I'm taking.
And held me captive for a long time. The Knights of Saros rescued me, promised to protect me. But then they hid me away in Abyss. So all the Knights did was move me from one cage to another. Wouldn't you call that mistreatment? It was all for the greater good. They didn't want to put anyone important in danger. As for me, my life was expendable. That guy Alois was nice to me though. And he told me a bunch of hilarious jokes to cheer me up. I was being sarcastic. Alois wouldn't know a good joke if it landed in his mustache. Anyway, that's why I hate the church. Someday you'll hate them too. They only hired you because they needed a warm body to fill the post. When you're of no use to them, they'll get rid of you without a second thought. Sorry, that sounded more menacing than I intended. I'm just telling you how these people think. They have rules. Dogma. They want us all bound to their system so they can control us. I don't do well with that sort of stuff. That's why I ran away from home in the first place. Yeah, ran far, far away. But as far as I ran, it wasn't far enough. I got dragged back into society, chains and all. The kind of world I want doesn't exist. I'm getting too dark for you, aren't I? Forget I said anything. Your future seems bright at least. You can just sit back and enjoy whatever comes your way. I'm just saying, don't rest your entire future on the church. It's not as steady a foundation as it seems. Anyway, that's all. I'll be going now.
Alright, we're talking to Constance.
Oh, it's only you. Is there some reason you're here? The intensity of your gaze puts the lie to that excuse. Oh, I see now. You found yourself captivated by my charms. This sort of thing happens all the time to those of us blessed with such transcendent beauty. If you say so. You seem a trifle stuck on the point, if you ask me. Now then, you may call yourself my tutor if you wish, and I shall attend your classes. But none of this charade will make the idea of a mercenary teaching me any less absurd. What was that look?
Are you trying to convey that I'm a mere commoner like yourself? Well, you are correct. Think of me as a temporarily embarrassed noble. Even a gilded wyvern must take refuge in its cave occasionally. But in time, it will soar free once more. I shall fly, bold and beautiful into the skies again. My nobility and all of House Nouvelle shall be restored. Luck isn't a thing that you can bestow, or that I need. I will do this. When I restore the glory of my house, you may serve me in some menial way. I may even pay you. You would decline the honor of attending to me without a second thought? Say whatever you like, if it makes you feel better. It shall not sway me one way or the other. You look as though you want to say something. Allow me to save you the effort. If you intend to tutor me, I will require you to first prove that time will not be wasted. Show me not just your talent for teaching, but your wisdom, your skill, your mettle, your sense of authority. Of course! I've been struck by my own genius. You may assist me in my research. That ought to provide a chance for you to grasp the extent of how magnificent I am. It will also afford me the time I need to scrutinize your character. It's a plan so perfect that you can't turn it down, huh?
It's Happy's birthday.
Thanks for the invite. Just as a heads up, I don't know the first thing about tea. Thanks.
Just celebrating your birthday. I don't think there's anything complicated about that.
I could go for a snack.
There's plenty there.
Yep. Nice. Yep. Nice. Yep. Yep. I'm feeling a bit sleepy. Oh, not that you're boring or anything. Nice. That was way more fun than I expected. Let's have tea again soon. Next time, more snacks. I am happy.
You've done me a great service.
Okay, so got 2 more paralogs left. We also have support between Hanneman and Manuela. Who wants to know? Guess it's all the same.
Manuela, isn't it a bit rude to sigh
It's
at
more the
someone
same.
the moment
Hanneman, isn't it a bit rude to tell others how to behave? Besides, I could be sighing about any number of things more interesting than you.
Goodness, you're unusually irritable today. Don't you imagine your attitude a bit excessive? You snap at every little thing. Your ill mood on display for one and all. It saddens me to see such behavior from one who should be setting a good example for the younger generation.
Well, listen to the noble lecturing a lowly commoner to be on her best behavior. Oh, wait. I meant to say the former noble.
I fail to understand how my birth is relevant to the topic at hand. I was merely trying to say that as a fellow adult...
You're not done lecturing yet? Leave me alone and go pester someone else. Maybe leave everyone alone and go focus on your precious crest research.
I don't know what to say to you, Manuela. I was only speaking out of honest concern.
Oh, was that a sigh I heard? Isn't it a bit rude to sigh at someone just because...
Don't be so childish. You are so sensitive to ill will from others, yet you let your own emotions run wild. Why is it that you cannot keep a handle on yourself?
Keep a handle on? Well, I've never. What makes you think you're so much better? Just because you keep your emotions bottled up behind your stupid stony face. Well, it doesn't mean everyone else has to do the same. Stop telling everyone how to behave, Hanneman. It will make you and the rest of us much happier.
I will not stand for this insolence. It is high time someone taught you.
Go on! If you think you can change me, I'd like to see you try. Ha! Thought so. You wouldn't dare.
Absolutely insufferable.
What am I gonna do with those two? Alright, certification time. Linhardt can be a bishop now.
I pass.
And I ran out of man seals. Huh, I could just get more. Convoy time. Ah, there's only 3? Okay. Okay, what can I sell then? Got a couple of large bullions. Got a small one. Okay, let's save that. And battle time. Let's do the let's do the annoying one first. And we'll see why it's annoying in just a bit. It doesn't have anything to do with Constance being one that's required. A cursed relic, where the goddess dwells.
What is with you? Finally coming apart at the seams from all those late nights spent researching, huh?
For once, your sharp tongue misses its mark. My elation is too powerful for your petty sniping to have any effect.
Boy.
Not long ago, the church reached out to me. They bade me travel to House Gert, escorted by the knights. During the Dagda and Brigid War, you see, Houses Nouvelle and Gert fought side by side. Yet we were the ones who suffered wrack and ruin, while they kept their foreign ministry position. I cannot turn back time to change that, of course, but I would relish the opportunity to give Duke Gert a proper tongue lashing.
I guess that is one of your pastimes, isn't it? Anyway, seems the church has business with House Garrett.
Of the 6 great noble houses, it is the one which oversees the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The church wishes to obtain a hero's relic, thought to reside in House Garrett's collection. The delicate negotiations of acquiring it fall to me, due to my connection with the Duke.
You know, you say it's delicate, but you want to give him a tongue lashing.
Descendants of the 10 elites by the church ages ago. House Garrett has no ties to the elites, and I don't think the head even has a crest. Odd indeed for them to have a relic.
There is talk that the relic fell into his hands during the Dagda and Brigid War. The Church of Saros was displeased to learn this. They feel the relic should belong to them and have made that plain to House Garrett.
I believe the relic was found in a foreign land where it was mistaken for a marvelous but benign treasure. Then it was probably gifted as recompense to House Gert, as part of a reconciliation. Who can say why it had landed on foreign shores to begin with, though?
You seem rather well informed on the subject.
Well, I mean, there was a war with foreign countries, so maybe it was a spoil of war or something?
I caught wind of some of the story, which piqued my interest. I did some digging and drew conclusions, like I tend to do. So what you've got is what I think. Nothing more. Anyway, Constance, if you're headed to House Geert...
There's a reason why he's taking an interest in this, by the way.
What game are you playing here?
No games. This time. I just want to get a gander at that shiny relic they're keeping hidden away.
I haven't the authority to prevent it, but if you must accompany us, I should like the professor along too. The more eyes watching this snake, the better.
I think you've confused a snake with a bird. You coming, friend?
Oh, I knew you'd see things my way. Allow me to make a few quick preparations and we can depart. What a delicious frisson it gives me to imagine the look upon the Duke's face.
I sure hope the church knows what they're doing, choosing her to negotiate this.
Well, I mean, at the same time, if there's sunlight, she actually kind of... she actually is kind of a lot more low-key. If it's cloudy or nighttime, then we might have some issues. Okay, yep, it's sunny. Alright, we can only have one adjutant, sadly, so... We're just gonna assign Linhart to you. And we're gonna have Petra. Okay, but part of why this is annoying, if we take a look at the map real quick, see we have enemies all over the place. And on top of that, this is where the Duke starts out. And as it turns out, we cannot let him die on top of Yuri and Constance. There's also another reason why this is really annoying, but we gotta start the mission first before we even get to that, so let us do just that.
That thief bested me, but I will not allow the relic to be taken.
Filthy rat. That will be mine. If I have to pry it from your dead hand, all the better. Children of the beasts. Expose your true selves!
What the? Please make it stop!
Duke Gert is in danger. I fear we make for poor reinforcements, yet we must aid him nonetheless.
What a mess. Come on, to Duke Gert.
They must work for the church. I have no choice. I must seek out their aid.
Yeah, that groaning is also a big reason why we're gonna have some trouble.
As you wish. For Lady Edelgard.
Stay focused.
Let me at him.
Sure thing.
The sun.
Oh, let me guess, this is... Yeah, we have to route the whole enemy, too. Lovely.
turn?
Let's take them out.
Let us away.
To work.
Save that for later.
I will get the victory.
Don't get in my way!
Yikes. Something is definitely off with them. Be careful.
And of course, the first thing he goes is towards one of the enemies.
You worked hard for nothing.
Okay, I gotta get to him, so... But of course, best to take out any enemies in the way.
You fought well.
I also have to pay mine to any enemies coming in the back. Because, yeah. Let's kind of have all of my... Of course that would have to hit me.
Sleep in the dirt.
Less than 50% hit rate.
No hesitation.
That is that.
Oh, that's a good sign.
I won't allow you to steal the relic. Stand down. Leave the...
Oh, yeah, see?
It cannot be. The thief menace seems...
Some of the enemies will turn to demonic beasts.
Still, the results
That
of our
is
little
the worst thing
were
about
nothing
this
short
one.
of this.
This one. Because some of them can turn to demonic beasts whether they feel like it or not. So that's why we kind of have to beeline towards the Duke. Because not too long after, a good chunk of them will swarm him and inevitably off the guy. So, yeah.
One more success.
We're gonna have to do something about that.
Should I have held back?
Yeah, I was gonna say, run, fool! Alright, how many enemies do we have left? We have 11. And we are down one because Shamir kind of is on the wrong side of an axe. Thankfully it's casual mode, so she's not going for good, but... another one. I think there might have been more when I did this the first time because I was on hard mode for my Resistance Army playthrough. Why are you going toward him? Idiot. Well, in any case, gotta put this one down first. Time to punch it.
Damn, turning those poor fools into monsters? Ruthless.
Did I spy a fragment of a crest stone? Interesting. I've not seen an effect such as that before.
Constance, this is not the time for research. Get it together. Don't let them near the Duke.
And yeah, we still got Petra.
I'll deal with you.
Duke needs healing.
I'm so sorry.
We've got this. Step aside while...
Beasts! Rampage! Take his head!
Yep, here come reinforcements.
They brought reinforcements?
I'm not a healing class, so I can't heal him. Yuri.
Wow. I don't know who schemed you into this mess, but I'll make this quick for you.
I don't want him in this direction. Here, let's...
Allow me to demonstrate. Predictable.
Assist.
Thank you.
It's not gonna reach him. This might not end well. And here they come. Okay, at least they won't hurt him. Heal yourself, you idiot. Oh crap.
Smile for me. Out of my way.
Nice work, Yuri. That's uncomfortably close to Constance. That's also uncomfortably close to Constance. What are you doing? Fine. Well, I heal him. Okay, how are we gonna take care of this particular mess?
Who's next?
Alright, nice work, Yuri. Alright, Balthus, go and punch him.
It's good to be king.
Okay, this is gonna be tricky. Let's see, I still have yet to go.
It's the least I could do.
Alright.
I am.
Alright, Petra, who won't be able to reach them. Darn it. It's like we got kind of...
You fought well.
There we go. Alright.
How humiliating.
Don't let my age fool you.
Great.
More? Is this...
Witness frigid pride.
Nice work, Petra. It's like no sense of self-preservation. What are you even doing? I'm at a loss for words. Because now we gotta have to hope against hope that you're probably
How gracious.
That is that.
Our power is yours.
okay, Balthus, I'm gonna need you to distract him for a bit. That means I'm gonna put Yuri in the fire, but
Don't forget who you're dealing with.
not really leaving with a whole lot of options right now.
Happenstance can be deadly. So
Flame spirit protect me.
Nice work, Petra. Okay, what to do now? Well, I could throw a Thoron. Ooh, that was really helpful. Thanks, Hanneman. And down he goes.
You could have at least tried. This is...
Really, none of this that is good right now.
Try harder.
Okay, I really need Flame to kind of get closer here. And you do not have Fortify. Frick. Oh, this is not good.
Relief.
Okay.
Up to you.
Yuri, you really need to get out of there. Alright, time for me to bash some heads in. Let's get rid of you, because I know you're gonna be a problem.
Should I have held back?
Appreciate it. You're in my sight.
Bit overkill, but as long as it hits.
I read you like a book.
Not bad.
Unexpected.
Alright, and...
At least you're no coward. But still...
Yeah, that was not gonna hit me.
An unfair match.
Alright.
Do try again. There is...
Okay, those are the only two left.
Appreciate it.
Well done.
You fought well. We must...
Sure thing.
I'm grateful.
This is going a lot smoother, probably because I'm in normal difficulty. Hard difficulty, this was a massive pain because this guy doesn't have an idea about self-preservation. Alright, just gonna put the silence on you.
I failed to attain the relic, but the experiment yielded results. That's all that matters.
I think the coast is clear now.
Phew. Well, that was bizarre and unfortunate. What the hell happened to them anyway?
The gulf of my ignorance prevents me from answering such a question.
Okay, well... See, Sandyville.
Thank the goddess you were unharmed, my lord, and that the relic is safe and sound.
Yes, thanks to your intervention. Today was a day to make my blood run cold.
Colder than a Srang winter, I'd wager. Our foes gave us a pitched battle. I am sorry to say that the ringleader's escape was my fault. It is a miracle that no harm came to your lordship or the relic, in spite of my clumsy efforts.
You mean his clumsy efforts because he keeps walking into the fire.
Quite yourself, Constance. I'd no idea what a toll life has taken on you. Perhaps it might cheer you to know that I intend to reward you for all that you've done today. For more than that, actually. I owe your parents a great debt for their services. I dare say that the church intended you to collect on it when they sent you.
The debt you owed my parents need not extend to their daughter. No reward shall be necessary.
Our help doesn't come for free. I think the relic will do nicely.
Ah.
It's like you kind of had to butt in a little bit there.
If you have no use for it, perhaps you know somebody who does. These are the fetters of Dromi. They draw on the power of the crest of Obon. It's a priceless treasure that ended up in Dagda. After the truce, they sent it to us in friendship. One story holds that Saint Sero subjugated the 10 elites and the clans who followed them. There may have been a few clan elders who fled across the sea to escape suppression. The Empire's Minister of Foreign Affairs must hold on to every bit of leverage that he can. Which is why I feel a bit derelict in my duty here. I've put my feelings ahead of my role. The Minister of Foreign Affairs appears to be discarding his hand in order to repay a personal debt.
My lord.
Oh, what a relief to be back at the monastery. I suppose the church will be wanting their relic.
Yeah, they might. But I've got grander plans for it.
What? Of all the self-centered...
Wait, do you mean to say that you're compatible? You bear the crest of Obon?
Very good, Constance. Hey, friend, I've got a request. Can you talk the church into letting me borrow the relic for a bit?
If you believe anyone would lend you a relic, your wits are softer than I gave you credit for.
The crest of Obon has all but vanished from Fodlan. Nobody but me carries it now. I'm the only one in all of Fodlan who can use it. The church hanging on to it is useless. Letting me make use of it is simply practical. Otherwise, it'll just be gathering dust in some stinky old vault. Don't you worry your pretty little head. I won't use it for ill. I'd never be able to make it up to Duke Garrett after all. You can keep an eye on them while they're on loan. That'll make this whole thing go over easy as pie.
So this was the game you began when you offered your assistance. Well played.
Thanks. I figured the Duke has no use for them, and neither does the church. But I sure do. Ultimately.
Oh, I kind of skipped over the...
last time, Flame, the answer is no.
You are departing for the Rhodos coast, are you not? I must come.
You will do no such thing. I am not going there to pay respects at the cemetery, but to do battle. With you there, I will be beside myself with worry. It will be easier for me to fight if I know you are safe.
But I must. Oh, Professor, you have come at just the right time.
I don't like the sound of that.
I only wish to make a small request. My dear brother is about to set forth on a most dangerous mission.
Indeed. The Western Church is attempting to seize sacred ground by force. With this action, they are no longer merely believers of a different creed. They are a dangerous threat that cannot be ignored. We cannot allow the holy artifacts enshrined there to fall into their hands.
I too wish to be of use to the church. And I do admit I am terribly worried about my brother. No matter my protests, he will not allow me to come. Professor, this is where you can help. Will you accompany us both on this expedition? If you are there to protect me, my brother's fears will be allayed. Isn't that right, brother?
I suppose your aid would indeed be useful, yes.
I knew it! Please, Professor, will you join us? Wonderful. Let us depart at once.
Okay, so we need this. More than likely set an adjective to Flame. Tell Flame where to go. Okay, you are currently level 20, so level 19, 20, 18, any other level 20s. Yeah, this one's a little tricky because of all the sand.
Well, come back.
Okay, because yeah, it's like, it's a simple enough map, but the sand is kind of what gives it a little bit of to it. Got everything covered? Alright, let us fight.
You heretics who defile our goddess! The sacred coast belongs to us, the Western Church.
You are the heretics! Begone from here at once!
Silence, dog of the apostates. Prepare to receive our righteous blades.
I will recapture the monument. Everyone else should focus on removing the surrounding enemies.
Wait, brother! I shall accompany you!
Yep.
To work.
Put me in there.
Let me at him.
Sure thing. Stay focused.
That's my cue.
The sun.
do the
Let us away.
Guide me well. Lament your weakness.
Oof.
Not too shabby.
That is that.
It is our duty to worship Saint Kehoe. We will not allow heretics to come near.
This is probably going to take a while. Time to happy slap.
Won't allow it.
Oh, and you heal there too. This plan was not really thought out all that well. Yeah, Sedith, you probably need to get out of dodge. Ooh, vulnerable. Very helpful.
Apologies.
Alright, now what do we do concerning this little situation? Ooh. That is a lot more helpful.
Try to play my part.
Don't wait up
Damn it, that didn't work.
Are we done?
This one's becoming more trickier than the one that I thought it was going to be tricky.
Face it, I'm better than you.
Whoa!
Guide me well.
Yeah, Sedith, you're probably going to have to.
I won't go down so easily.
Need a hand?
You say so.
Ooh, nice. Punch him.
Couldn't weather the storm, huh? Wait.
Expected.
Nice work, Dorothea.
Growth is a.
Ooh, I got 11
But
sword.
it was for the sake of the goddess.
Oof.
Who's next? I'll never. Thanks.
Just gonna take care of you.
Heretics! Prepare to taste the power of the true servants of the goddess.
Ooh, needed
We're
that.
no match for them. Brothers, retreats. Brothers, help the remaining priests escape. Be the shield that stops these miscreants in their tracks.
Do you dare compound your crimes further? There will be no escape for you!
Thanks much.
Watch and learn.
Destiny unfurls.
The goddess protects us. We will never yield to the likes of you. Goddess, have you abandoned us?
Thanks.
Why waste it?
Thanks much.
They
Yeah, it worked!
As expected.
Alright.
Missed. Boring.
Okay, I think this is it.
Out of my
Nice.
way. That is the last of them. Flame, will you place some flowers at the monument?
Of course, brother. That is what I came here to do.
Why, thank you so much.
Your assistance is most appreciated. I can only hope that the Western Church will now see reason and abandon this place. But just to be safe, I have retrieved the holy artifacts. We cannot risk them falling into their hands. I will entrust them to you. I must confess, despite the situation, it was a pleasure to return here. This coast has a certain sentimental significance to my sister and me. Yes, this stone monument is not merely here to commemorate Saint Keyhole. It is also the grave of my wife.
You are safe now, Mother. Finally, you may find peace.
I suppose you have earned the right to know, but this must remain between us. Flame is actually my daughter. My late wife and her mother are the same person. Due to certain circumstances, it is more convenient for us to masquerade as siblings for the time being. There are many who would seek to harm Flame due to the unique blood she bears. Falsifying her identity is necessary to conceal her from such individuals. Mercifully, I happen to look quite young for my age. We make rather convincing siblings, do we not?
Mother loved the coast so much. She and I came here together often. Fishing was her favorite pastime. I used to sit and watch while she cast her line.
I remember it fondly. You did so love to eat the fish she caught as well.
Fish is my favorite food, it is true. Due in no small part to Mother.
I still come here to fish from time to time, using the skills my wife taught me. It reminds me how deeply I appreciate those years, and how I wish I could return to them.
We cannot turn back the clock, Father. We must live our lives fully, in the present moment.
Sorry, I'm answering back some tests.
You're right. That is what she always said, isn't it?
I forgot I was monitoring the stream with my phone.
Come then. Let us return home.
Goodbye, Mother. I love you. I shall bring flowers again for you next time.
Okay.
Why, thank you so much.
Alrighty.
I have gratitude.
Thanks so much.
I am grateful.
I thank you.
I could... You see, I shall... My...
Nothing. You're laying it on a... Nothing.
You could... You could...
Professor.
They haven't really changed, but okay. Curious to see how Linhardt's doing.
It's just... I was wondering why it seems as if no one values their own lives. Why do we fight until we die? Why do we kill without hesitation? I hate it. I don't like taking lives, or even the sight of blood. In the last battle, some of the soldiers under my command died for foolish reasons. Those soldiers could have pulled back. Instead, they kept fighting, and were overrun. Am I supposed to be satisfied with the victory alone? Even at the cost of such life? Really? Trading someone's life for a bit of honor and glory? You'll pardon me if I say I find that repulsive. Just the thought frightens me. I'm not suited for battle, Professor. I suppose that's the nature of the world, isn't it? Professor, you take the time to lead me and teach me like this every day. Could the reason be that you don't want me to die on the battlefield? That's a bold statement, Professor. But for whatever reason, I want to believe you. You really are a strange person, you know. Professor, I wish to ask something of you. I don't want to kill. I don't want blood on my hands. I just want to lie on my back and soak up the sun filtering down through the trees. And I want you to help me make that a reality.
We have... Hope this is good for some... I've grasped it! Well worth the effort.
Alright. A lot of things are looking pretty good here. Really, now who qualifies? It's a Dorothea. Don't have a Dark Seal to do Dark Bishop, though. Oh, but you still need to be... Wait, you're level 20, though. Oh, there you go. I do like having Petra as an assassin. Although I guess Swordmaster could also make sense, but she also is good with a bow.
I have some...
There we go. Okay, I have 5 passes, and I do like making mana trickster, so... we're just gonna hold off on your exam. And that's pretty much all there is to it for the time being, so let's check out everybody's goals. Okay. We're gonna keep it to sword and faith. Writing. Okay, since I pretty much got you to assassin, we are gonna need to focus on these two classes for a bit. Keep it on those two. Actually, sword and faith should probably be good. Authority. Accent heavy armor. Yeah, that looks pretty good for now. Got a few supports too, so let's save, and I gotta really use the restroom, so I'm gonna be right back. Whoa. Alright, I'm back. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see, we have... Oh, we just have Flame and Manuela.
Hello, Professor Manuela. I wish you to know that I have heard ever so much about your talents.
Whatever are you talking about, Flame?
Singing! Why, you are wonderfully skilled at it, are you not? Why, I have even overheard people saying your voice is akin to the singing of a goddess.
Just checking to make sure we don't have any frame drops.
It makes me happy to hear.
Don't want to have what happened at the end of Mario Maker 2 to be going on for a longer time because I didn't notice it.
Which got me to thinking, I may be the only
But at least it was at the
person
very
in all
end,
of
so
the
I didn't have to
academy
worry
who's
about
never heard your
the whole
beautiful
stream.
voice in song. So, I was wondering, Manuela, might you sing a little something for me?
Your request is touching, but I can't perform on such short notice. My voice is an instrument and requires proper gentle care. However, the stories are true. I was once the leader of the Middle Franc troop, but that was a long time ago.
Middle Franc? What do those words mean precisely?
You've never heard of the Middle Franc troop? It's the single most popular opera company in the Imperial capital. I used to sing on stage with them. I was the star, in fact.
Oh, wow. In all of Enbar? They must not have been around when I was living there.
You used to live in Enbar?
Indeed. Although I was quite a bit younger at the time. It is where I was born, as a matter of fact.
Oh, well, you must have been too young to hear about us.
Yes, that could be. And what precisely is the function of an opera troupe?
You don't know what an opera troupe is? Well, it's a group of performers like myself who act out stories on
Shoulders
stage
getting a little
in
stiff.
front of a big audience. Stories with lots of singing.
Oh, I understand now. I certainly have experience in the fine art of storytelling. There is often singing as a part of story time for the children at the monastery.
That is darling, Flame. But I'm not sure it's quite the same thing as an opera. You see, operas are performed in grand theaters with orchestral accompaniment. Everyone attending wears their finest. It is a very special occasion.
Theaters, they're called? You mean to say that there are buildings exclusively used for telling stories?
You've never even heard of a theater? You're an intelligent girl, Flame, and the world is full of wonders. You have a lot left to discover.
Okay, and I think that's the only one, so... Alright, I think we took care of all the paralogs here, so let us rest up. Because we got a big chapter ahead of us.
Professor, I know where the enemy is. Where Solon is. They're in a place called the Sealed Forest, close to the monastery. The Archbishop is gathering the knights to begin a search. She's doing so in secret, behind our backs. She must be afraid that a thirst for revenge will compel you to seek them out.
I mean, she's not wrong.
Now that you know, will you give us the order?
No, I will not allow it.
This discovery comes just when the knights are at their busiest. It is all too likely that our foes revealed themselves to lure you out there. They are the ones who took Geralt from you. I know how you must despise them, but I must ask you to rein in your personal feelings for now.
Please, Professor, do not act carelessly. I ask that you leave this to us. Losing you so soon after losing Geralt would be unbearable.
Lady Rhea, our professor is not acting out of revenge.
Kinda.
Sending us out there is the most strategic move we can make. You can't deny it. Most of the knights are still far away. Not only does our professor wield a hero's relic, but there is no one here who is more powerful. Seth and the few remaining knights can't leave the monastery unattended. We have fought under our teacher's command countless times. We are the most effective army here, and we are already prepared for battle. We have no idea what the enemy is plotting. We must act now.
Professor, do you agree with this strategy? Understood. I will give you the order. Destroy the enemy that is hiding in the sealed forest. You have the protection of the goddess on your side. Whatever happens, you shall overcome.
Let's go, my teacher. Whatever happens, do not lose your conviction out there.
We are now within the sealed forest. We must not let our guard down.
Professor, we'll avenge Gerald for you, no matter what.
Remember, it is a bad idea to get distracted by revenge.
I have readiness. Our enemies will be taking... we will take our enemies down.
Well, it's not like we have any other missions this month. I suppose this is as good a way as any to spend our energy.
Lindhart spending energy? We'd better finish this fast before the pigs start flying everywhere.
Lower your voice. The enemy could be close. It is time to repay the kindness of the professor who saved my life.
Professor, I know I'm the one who insisted we come here, but don't doubt for a moment that the enemy is waiting for you.
Lady Edelgard, what are you saying?
What other objective could they possibly have? We have no clue what kind of trap is waiting for us. Please be careful, my teacher. We can't afford to lose you.
The enemy is strong, but you will prevail. You must.
There's a bit of a racket going on downstairs, so I'm not sure what's going on. Okay. Well, seems that it is more class-focused mission. We'll just have the class coming out. Yeah, Spear's unavailable. So Ferdinand, Edelgard, Petra, Hubert, Linhart, Dorothea, Gaspar.
Come back.
And say, alright, so this is what our map looks like. Got beasties here, beastie there, and look at that. Yep. Defeat the commander.
Look there! Demonic beasts. I suppose they aren't holding back.
Hello, you're here. Welcome to the Forest of Death. My name is Kranya. This weakling girl was just a borrowed look for me. This is what I really look like. Now, you vermin, I'll take down every last one of you.
Stay focused.
As you wish.
I will prevail.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
Oh no. That's my cue.
Let us away. I will get the victory.
Battle. Usually like to focus on one side because that'll clear the enemies a little bit quicker.
If this takes too long, I might be forced to escape. Oh, or do you simply intend to let me go? How accommodating of you. As for me, I intend to kill you all.
The mark of nobility.
Ouch. Ouch.
A great help.
One more success.
This was beneath me.
Alrighty.
Always.
Yeah, we also gotta pay in mind to the ones behind us as well. How to deal with them? First things first.
Failure is not an option.
What a jump. I'm just...
Alright, good work, Caspar.
I owe you one.
I'll take down the other one.
Right makes might, right?
Whoa, good hit. Who is yet to move? Oh, Hubert. Ouch. Miss. Of course you didn't do and you hit both of them.
Rendered useless. Lady Edelgard.
Ouch. Ouch. Hey, Ferdinand, I'm gonna need you to help them.
I can help too.
I'll show you a plan.
Well done.
Thanks for helping. That's why I train.
Take me seriously. You were wide open.
You're making me look bad.
I will remove you.
I'm surprised.
I've got many skills, you know.
Dorothea's doing pretty good.
Bro.
Ooh, that was close.
What a thrill.
I shouldn't strain myself.
Helpful.
Sweet of you. Can I go now?
And as for you,
You're a fool to be so brazen. You'll never avenge your father at this rate. I'll have to kill you too, with my own hands.
Yeah, that probably didn't... that probably wasn't what you were envisioning.
Another step forward.
But how? How could I really lose? To a lowly creature like you?
I know, I one-shotted you too. That's even without one game plus. I mean, New Game Plus.
I need your help.
Yes, you most certainly do.
But if he's slowly creeping to you, that's a sign that you should run. Bad touch?
Have no fear, Kranya. Your sacrifice will help to rid this world of the filthy vermin that have long infested it. Unleash the forbidden spell of Zaharas upon our enemies!
Please, help me.
I'm no under obligation to help you.
Be gone with you, Fellstar.
That could only have been magic. What happened to our professor?
They were swallowed by the mystical darkness of the forbidden spell. An eternity wandering in a void of nothingness, never to return to this world. To think, we almost had the sword of the Creator.
You're lying. Our professor is alive. I know it.
That's right. Our professor is no ordinary human.
It is hard to fathom that our professor would die in a place like this.
It is possible that death has yet to find your friend, but there are worse things than death.
Sorry, I'm just checking for dinner, because that's what kind of happened around this time last time I was streaming.
Overwhelmed with hopelessness. It must be torturous.
You're already boasting a victory, but know this. If you did use such devious tricks to stop our professor, I swear that you will regret it.
I cannot help but agree with her this once. Even if our professor is trapped in darkness, that is not the end of their story.
I will not forgive such arrogance. If you prefer it so, you shall also be added to the ranks of the dead.
You fool! What were you thinking, charging right into an enemy's trap? Are you just a boulder that rolls down whatever hill it's on?
Is this the part where we join Smash
Even
Brothers?
a boulder has more sense. Excuses won't help us. This darkness is terrifying. As you and I are one, I too am trapped within this void. But please consider this. This realm of darkness we are in is separate from the world from which you came. I mean that it would take a god to leave this place. In time, our hearts and minds will cease to be. Are you prepared to die? I thought as much. I also do not wish to die. And yet, there is no other choice. Do you recall your father's diary? He said you were a child who never cried,
nor laughed. I think I am the one to blame. I must have been asleep, but even then, I feel I was a part of you. I do not know how Rhea managed it, but she allowed me to exist inside of you. The truth is, I have always been with you. It is within you that I found my power yet again. The power of a goddess. The power of the progenitor god.
The power to sneak into the first fighter pass of Smash Brothers.
By now, you must
Yeah,
be
I knew
well
a lot of
aware
people that were
what
kind of
that
salty
means.
over that.
I am the one who watches over Fodlan and the creatures dwelling
Which is
there.
like, hey, I'm glad Byleth's in. It's just, probably could have waited until the second one.
I am Sothis, she who died and then returned. There is but one thing left to do to save us from this darkness of eternity. I must now use the power of a god. However, I lack a body of my own, and so I must relinquish all the power that I have to you. The time has come for you and I to join as one. And when that comes to pass, then I shall disappear. When I say disappear, I do not mean that all I am will be no more. My soul will join with yours, and you and I will never be apart. But I will no longer have the chance to speak with you. I shall miss it. So long have I been on this path with you. Through you, I got to see and hear this world. I even got to chastise you from time to time. I may not have acted like a goddess, but it was certainly fun. For all that you have done, thank you. I'm glad that it was you to whom my fate was bound. Now, we must pray. For if we share this wish, our spirits too will join as one. Your wish is to return to the forest, stop the enemy, and rescue the little ones. No need for words. I know your heart as though it were my own.
Join Smash Brothers already.
Your will and mine are now as one. Both sides of time are revealed to you, and you alone. You know I am the beginning. What shall you do?
Fusion High?
So the Fellstar consumes even the darkness itself.
Not to mention our hair and eyes become green. Well, I guess that's quite a way for
Professor,
Super Saiyan to work.
It is you, right? I knew that you would always come back to us. I'd like to ask about your appearance, but for now, let's dispose of our enemies.
Yep.
What did you see in the darkness of Zaharas? This should be impossible. The only being that can withstand that darkness is... Unless I dispose of you myself, I may never have the chance to send you back there.
Alright, now we gotta beat him up. We got some...
I'm just getting...
That's my cue.
Dancing time.
You'll be repaid.
Ouch. Probably should have done the other side.
That is that.
Yeah, I could switch it out.
Well done.
Ooh, yeah, you have a mace.
Right makes might, right?
Well, I'm not really in a place to kinda end the stream here, so here's what I'll do. I'll end the stream temporarily, just so that I don't have it running for like 30 minutes full of nothing, because yeah, I gotta go and have some dinner, but I am gonna resume it again once I am done with dinner. So stream will be over just for now, but I will be back in a bit. So see you shortly.